All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shir, Kakodash.
Double honors unto our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the men that rule and teach well, and a special Shalom, Wakasayim, Wabarakim, peace, mercy, and blessings unto all you fellow laborers out there, unto the elders, the brothers, all right, to the Bayashal Dawadah, the house of David. The true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, which means he exists or he's to be. The true name of the Son is Yahweh Shai, which means he's the deliverer. All right, we are the Hebrew Israelites, all right, which consist of 12 tribes. There's 12 tribes of our nation. Today, those tribes are being called by bywords and proverbs such as Black, Negro, African American, Colored, Haitian, Jamaican, West Indian, Native American, Seminole Indian, okay, Latin, Hispanic, but we actually make up the lost 12 tribes of Israel, the Hebrews according to the Bible, so you can understand. You know, and the Wadi Ba'Shem Yahushai for giving us another, Saturday to come out and to teach this word and to feed the sheep.
Yeah.
So we just gonna go right in the spirit.
Yeah. Curse this place out.
Yeah.
This is the book of Sirach 2 and verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation.
Right. If you come to serve the Lord, you call yourself coming in this truth or calling upon the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Prepare means to make ready. All right. Get your mind right. Prepare your soul for temptation. Now, what is temptation? Enticement to sin. Okay, because you have to understand something, that Satan is now, the spiritual realm. These demons, they know who you are, so they on your ass. All right, when you come to serve Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Okay, so demons will try to tempt you to blaspheme the name of the Lord. All right, to commit all type of sins, to sin unto death.
Seek your own vengeance.
To seek your own vengeance. All right, because what Satan wants to do is to get you to condemn your soul so that you fall out the truth, so that you lose faith. Then before you know it, you're just back in the world, man. Okay, you're just another nigga with a diaper on. All right.
And it says, verse 2, it says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Right, it says get your mind right. When it says set your heart aright, meaning get your mind right and constantly endure. Constantly endure what? Your afflictions, your trials and tribulations, things that you're gonna go through in your life. Okay, and it ain't nothing common. Do you know what that's?
Yeah, that's the spirit. I was just gonna grab
the things that we go through. It ain't like it's uncommon
right.
unto men. Like for example, you may have issues with the mother of your child. You may not be able to see your child. Hell, you may be on child support. You may be able to get kicked out of your house. You can't afford rent. Well, guess what? There's other people in this world who go through those same issues, but they don't have the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. They don't have the same faith as you do.
Right.
Okay, so we have a very great chance. So call upon that name as much as you can, man. Turn and face the east. All right, get down on your knees, light some incense. That's the prayer, the ritual I do. But you can pray when you're walking. You can pray on your drive to work. You can pray on your bus ride to work, man. Just never stop praying. Pray without ceasing. Okay, because we're constantly being attacked. Okay, and we're in the year of 2022. The year of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, turning things up. So the spirit is getting turned up, so we have to get turned up because the attacks are getting turned up. Okay?
1 Corinthians 10 and 13, it says, there has no temptation taking you, but such as is common to man.
Right, common to man, meaning all men go through these things, okay? But the difference between all men and the chosen men, the men who Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is with, is that the Lord delivers those men. The Lord doesn't allow those men to be broken or to be moved by what happens unto them. Okay, like for example, some men may lose a woman, but then they'll kill themselves, they'll commit suicide. But a man in his faith with the knowledge, wisdom, understanding, so we got the scripture, we got the blueprint on this world, what could happen. All right, the scripture goes in on a woman. So a situation like that ain't gonna break a true man of the Lord. Or even getting locked up, because the scriptures talks about the persecution. Okay, it is written that the devil shall cast some of you into prison. You see? So the Lord told us these things as a warning to let you know, like, listen, you're my servant. All right, the servant is not greater than his master. If I went through these things, then you can expect to go through these things too.
1 Corinthians 10 and 13, there has no temptation taking you, but such as is common to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able.
Right, so Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is not going to put nothing on you that you can't handle. You may in your earthly vessel of a mind, you may think, well, damn, man, I can't handle this, Lord. It's too much for me right now. Well, that would make the Lord a liar, man. The Lord ain't going to ever give us nothing we can't handle,
Yeah, because this system is a beast. So it's very intimidating. it's a mystery too. It's also called the mystery of the virgin daughter, meaning who is to be that beast. But even in the system, it's a mystery. The laws, the legalities, it's a mystery if you're guilty, not guilty.
Exactly, and you know what else, brother? You're not taught these things,
Yep.
and it's hell for you to go and try to dig and search
Yep.
because with work, with
Yep.
this, with that, so you're constantly up late trying to learn how to work your way in this legal system, because at the end of the day, it's a snare and a pit for the Israelite man.
Yep.
You know,
Because you can fight it. You can fight the system. Like people fight court tickets, parking tickets, false charges, child support, being sued. The legal system, there's men that have been locked up, and because they were locked up, they had nothing else to do but go to the law library, and they effed around after like 4 years of reading, represented themselves in court and got exonerated.
Yep.
But it's like the brother's saying, who has time to do that? Because ultimately our law library is the Lord.
Right.
So you can be and then you'll mess around and become a Moor.
Yep.
Because you're all knowledgeable. But the point is, at the end of the day, what we go through here, you can go the route of America and drain yourself and attempt to fight this man in his own system, or just trust in the Lord. Because at the end of the day, the Lord said, stand still and I'll fight for thee.
Exactly, and that's what it's all about, having that faith. And you know what? The trials and tribulations that you go through, the Lord is just testing your faith, man.
Yep.
Do you believe or do you not believe?
Yep.
Like Job's wife turned him, cursed the Most High and died. That's what Satan wants you to do.
Yep.
That was Satan speaking through that woman.
Yep.
You see? But when you go through your trials and tribulations, man, no matter what it is, if Satan's threatening you through the mill, they're threatening to take your children away, you're threatening to be locked up for X amount of years, call upon Yahweh Shem
Yep.
and watch the Most High is going to make a way
Yep.
for you to escape, and trust and believe that, man.
Yep.
All right? Our faith is very monumental, in these days, very paramount.
Yep.
Very important that you have your faith up. Of course, with charity and other things as well, but faith is very, very important, man, because it's impossible to please the Lord without faith. All right? The reason why we're out here right now is because of faith, man. All right?
Finish it off, and it says, but would the temptation also make a way to escape?
Right, so Yahweh Shem Shai, he just puts on you just enough, all right, to build you up. All right, the Lord will break you down and build you up through your trials and tribulations. That's the Lord purging you, man. You are as a piece of gold getting put in the fire to get all those impurities out. Fear, doubt, the love of this world, being worldly, all of these things, the Lord has to purge that out of you. And how is he going to do it? With those trials and tribulations, man.
Yep.
Finish
it off, and it says, but would the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we have a job to do, and our job is serving Yahweh Shem Shai. And that's whether you're out on the highways and hedges or you're a helper. You're still serving the Lord, you're still praying, you're still fasting. Another powerful tool is fasting. When you're being attacked real heavy, just go on and fast, man. It makes your prayers that much amplified to Yahweh Shem Shai. And always remember, you got guardian angels around you, man. And don't let these fucking people get you out of character. Yep. That's what they want to do. They want to get you out of character. They're accusers. Everybody in this world, they're accusers of us, man. It's literally us, all right, the hopeful elect of Yahweh Shem Shai against the world. Literally.
Kyrie's quick precept. Sirach 8:11, rise not up in anger at the presence of an injurious person, lest he lie in wait to entrap thee in thy words. And that's exactly what they'll do. Hey, and sometimes in its truth, you may have to fall to learn from that later on in life, where you'll deal with somebody and they piss you off, and, and then now you like, shit, I slipped on my tongue, and now they kind of got one on me. So now you're more prepared when the next test comes, because all these are tests. All these things are, so that's why you read certain scriptures, for self. We read prophecy, the Gospels, but then you also have to read the Bible for yourself too.
Exactly. To back you up, you have to teach yourself first before you can come out here and teach others. And the things that we're going through, guess what? That's a lesson. Like you had that channel, GMS Life Lesson. Well, guess what? The trials and tribulations that we're going through, these are life lessons the Lord puts us through to come out and put that vibration to the sheep. Because without a doubt, it's some brothers going through the same thing right now, and they need to hear this word, man. They need to be comforted, man.
I'm sorry. And there's stuff brothers have been through that we haven't gone through yet.
Right.
You know, and they've been already did that. That's why it tells you, look, the brothers in the world.
Yep.
I got it right here.
Oh, beautiful. That's the spirit. Go ahead.
It's 1 Peter 5 and verse 9. I'll start verse 8. It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion.
Right, and that sober being in a sober state of mind. All right, having your head on the spiritual, on the swivel, being spiritually ready at all times. You know, our brothers may have a drink. It says, give strong drink unto a man that's ready to perish. You know, but of course we do everything in moderation. But the sober being sober in your mind. Okay, always being, you know, not taken with the ways of this world. Okay, not trusting, not going down to Egypt for help. You know?
Yeah, fuck Egypt.
Right.
Excuse my language, you know, I really, you know, but man, screw this place.
Yeah, man, this place is awful to us, man. Like my man said in The Joker, you're awful.
Yep.
This place is awful. The people, they're awful to us, man.
Yep.
You know?
And that's what I want to say. The problem with this place is you people have been trained to look at this establishment with a misconception of hope when all you're dealing with is somebody who just put their name on a piece of paper trying to get paid, man. So you can't be running and expecting, that's another nigga on the phone who don't give a shit about you.
Exactly.
The ambulance pull up. You don't know if he's a druggie. He don't give a crap.
He just want that paycheck.
The cop comes and you think because he's a cop, he's got to be honest and I can trust him with my child.
Exactly.
Or I can trust this doctor. They're just another dirtbag that lives in some shack home, man.
Who knows what type of wickedness they're in.
You know, like you got to realize these are, you're just going to another human that has been hired to be the face of this wicked establishment.
Exactly, like the movie Blade. You know, when he saved old girl, you know, he told him, she said, well, let's go to the police. And then he told him, well, look, listen, they run the police. They run everything. You know, so everything is interconnected here to the worship of Satan. There's Masons, there's Blue Brotherhood.
Yep.
There's a Blue Wall of Silence.
Yep.
You see, and they all work together.
Yep.
Man.
All of them, judges, lawyers, your rappers, politicians, okay, certain athletes, you know, all these guys, man. Anybody that has some form of real success here, all right, they're locked in, okay?
They done did some awful shit.
Yeah.
Okay. That we don't, it's too shameful to speak.
Exactly.
You know, and Shalom, Yahweh,
Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem Karenas Barakatam.
to all you sheep tuning in, man. May you be edified and build it up, you know, and keep posting those precepts, you know.
Back in 1 Peter 5 and verse 8, and it says, as a roaring lion walketh about seeking whom he may devour.
Yeah, Satan is out here, man, going to and fro, up and down in the earth, just as it's written in the book of Job. You know, devouring souls. How is he doing that? Through the trials and tribulations. You're being tested, man.
By the Lord.
By the Lord.
Because the Lord checks Satan like, yo, you see my man over here? You need to test his mettle.
Yep.
You need to test his mettle and see where he at with me. So at the end of the day, that's what keeps us sober too, is no matter what we're going through, we know who gave the green light.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's the Most High that gives the green light. So that gives us comfort and hope too. Like, oh, I'm just being tested. I'm not being forsaken.
Right. And always know that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is in control. No matter what you may think, like, damn, man, this ain't go how the way ain't go the way I wanted it to go, or I would have liked it to go. This is a fucked up situation. Guess what? The Lord is in control, man. You know? The Lord is making moves, man, and the Lord knows the perfect time to deliver us. All right, that reminds me of that count where King David and his family's got abducted, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Fucking Esau.
That was, you could imagine how high the tensions were, the emotions.
They wanted to kill David.
They wanted to kill David, you know?
And what did he do? He prayed.
Prayed.
He prayed. You know, and you have brothers like that, man. You know, you have brothers that their spirit is to, hold on, we got to pray first, but you may be more, you know, on that go, but you got to take heed to that. You know, there was a time we had this 6'3" muscle-bound Mo trying to attack us, you know, and hey, he coming at us, so like, you ready to like this?
Right, you ready
and then the brother put his hands up to curse him. You know what I mean? So call all y'all Ba'Shem Yahushua for that. You know, you got to understand that, because you have something called a reflex, but you need a spiritual reflex, you know? And especially Satan, he could do things very slow or very quick. So that's why you have that term, man, I wasn't thinking, because shit's happening too fast for you to think. There's moments where you slip and fall and you look back like, damn, I wasn't thinking about the Lord. I wasn't thinking about the mark of the beast. All these things you know, but in that moment, was your mind still sober? So we're learning to have a sober mind in rough, quick situations too. You know, that's mental agility.
Exactly,
You know?
because everything we're going through is to prepare us for this time that is like no other. Jacob's trouble, you know.
Yep.
And it goes in this, verse 9, it says, 1 Peter 5:9, who resist steadfast.
And can I say this? We need Jacob's trouble.
Yeah, we do, man.
All right, because a lot of hell we catch is even in the midst of our own people. Because Jake may be the crab in the barrel, but Esau's the barrel. You know, so we're surrounded on all sides, man. Because I did a lesson through the Spirit called Jacob's trouble will bring order on earth. Because it will. When Jacob's trouble hit, you ain't gonna have no fucking loudmouth women bearing false witness, calling cops, committing adultery, gadding abroad. You ain't gonna have niggas out here lying, stealing, you know, just to get a temporal little gain.
Selling
Okay,
their soul, or trying
right,
to.
right. Selling their soul to Esau for a new dance. Okay, a new trend, a new challenge. All this, the ghetto is gonna stop when Jacob's trouble hits. The whole entire lifestyle of ghetto black culture will cease in Jacob's trouble, man. You ain't gonna smell no oodles and noodles in that day.
You ain't gonna smell. You gonna
Blunt
smell
wraps.
babies. You know.
You know?
Weed.
Jacob, that's a prophecy, right?
Jacob is the son of Isaac, which will be our forefather. Yeah, in the Bible,
Abraham's son, right?
it was Abraham's grandson. Yep.
His name was changed to Israel.
Abraham was the one that built the Kaaba, the Mecca. Y'all know the Mecca?
Nah, it's all good, brother. Keep reading.
Yep.
You know where the Muslims at?
Back in 1 Peter 5 and verse 9, it says, who resist steadfast in the faith.
See?
No,
Resist steadfast in the faith. There you go, brothers. You see how the Lord moves in real time? That's a real time situation. Okay? So that showed you right there. What we do? We resist it. Okay? Call all y'all Bashim Shai. Read that again for the brothers, Baba Kashar. That's just an example.
and if I could say,
You know, hey, we ain't going, that the Lord just used him as an example. That's his lot.
mhm.
But you see, he was used as an example right there to show, hey, you got to resist Satan.
Yep.
Sometimes you may know something to cut someone, but hey, sometimes the best cut ain't a cut.
It ain't about cutting anyway.
It ain't right,
You know,
right,
like it's about teaching.
Yep.
Hey, this ain't for you, it ain't for you.
right. We saw him over here. He waited till he got high. Then he had the spirit to speak.
Yep.
We good, man. And that's through the spirit. That's called discernment. Okay, because we ain't up here for super sensationalism. All right, with a lot of these camps, Esau comes. Nah, man. We're here to teach the word. It's a big difference through the spirit that's on us what we're doing.
Right, that's right.
You know? Cause see, these other guys ain't going through it. We don't have the fucking time to be dealing with, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But guys that ain't being chastised, they ain't dealing with
They
Satan
got time.
They got time
They
to come
got-
out here and cut people and
for
you know,
4 hours.
You know, prophesying at
Sit
10 o'clock
down.
at night. What are you doing?
Yeah,
What are you doing outside at 10 o'clock at night on a Friday?
preaching.
You know? Scripture says rising up early, beat times.
Yep,
You know?
because they ain't prophets.
Back in 1 Peter 5 and verse 9, it says, who resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren. that
Exactly.
are-"
Resist the devil and he shall flee from you, man. And that's what we do in the spirit, man. You know, it's like you read it again.
It's like it says, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world.
Now, what are those afflictions? You know, taking the L's.
Yeah.
You know, because that's just tell the truth, man. When you come in this truth, you think that it's gonna be peaches and cream. You know, you think you're gonna have a cakewalk, but then boom, you start catching hell. You're like, oh shit, and you start reading. You know, Sirach 2 is that chapter, man. Prepare thy soul for temptation. This truth is not a cakewalk, man. This truth is to man you up. All right, the Lord is gonna. This truth will kick your ass. All right? You'll lose your woman, your children, your home, your job. You know, you could even end up homeless, man. You could end up in prison doing X amount of years. You don't know how you're going to get out, but then Yahweh Shem Shai make a way for you to get out, just like what happened unto our apostles and elders.
Yep.
You see?
I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Verse 10, it says, but the Most High of all grace, who have called us unto his eternal glory by Yahweh Shai Mashiach, after that ye have suffered a while, make you perfect.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's all about, man. You know, because if you go to Hebrews, I believe it's 2. All right, I believe it's like 2, 10, or 11. And the scripture says that Yahweh Shai was made perfect through his sufferings. Okay? So the things that we go through, man, that just makes us, that just puts you closer to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You need to pray that much more. I need to do that much lessons. I need to be the camp that much more, man. Okay? And that's how it works. Your trials and tribulations is to make you closer to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. The Most High wants you to call upon him. Okay? So he can perform miracles for you. That's what it's about.
Yeah, don't you like when a woman you like, she calls you? Don't you like when a woman strokes your ego, makes you feel important, makes you feel like number one? Well, where do you think that spirit comes from? Okay? Because we got a husband. We're the Lord's bride. You know? You got to look at the spirits that you experience and equate that to the Lord. Get the fuck out of this small mind, man. Start looking at the bigger picture. You know, sometimes you may go through something because then it's like, oh, this is what's about to come to all of us. You know, you get some persecution, you get lied upon. Well, that's about to happen to the entire body.
Yeah.
That happened to Yahushua. So you can't be looking at everything so personal. You got to look at the bigger picture of things, you know?
That's a beautiful point, you know? Very great point.
Back in 1 Peter 5 verse 10, and it says, make you perfect, establish, strengthen, and settle you.
Ooh.
To him,
More
it says, after that, ye have suffered a while, make you perfect.
Yeah, make you perfect, because you're going to suffer, you know? The reason why we was born into this world is to suffer for our sins. That's what it says in 2nd Esdras, man. You know, now considering that they shall be born again. Real quick, if you can grab that, brother. I believe the 2nd Esdras 7, like 48, you know? Because the reason why the Lord put you here, the reason why the Lord put Yahushua here, he had to pay for his sins that he committed as Solomon. You see?
I'll keep going.
This is 2nd Esdras 7 and 56. For while we lived and committed iniquity, we considered not that we should begin to suffer for it after death.
Now, how is that? Through reincarnation. You see? So really everything, and truthfully, everything that we're going through here, the Lord already gave us that judgment before we were born back in this body, this flesh that we're in now. We're just playing it out, you know? And through the grace and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we're just praying and begging that he have mercy upon us and not let it break us, man.
Right.
But allow it to strengthen us and make us perfect men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. I want to be perfect, man.
Right.
You know, the body, the brothers, we desire perfection. The Lord desires perfection. That's where that spirit comes from, you know?
Yeah. I got a quick one. This is 2 Corinthians 11 and 25. Thrice was I beaten with rods. Once was I stoned. Thrice I suffered shipwreck. So,
Right, this is a, go ahead, brother.
so it's like now, man, you got car trouble. You know, shit be going on with vehicles. You know, but this is the reality. You know, see, I'm getting real fucking hot in my spirit because this message is not being pushed to our people with Jake that are so-called teaching the Bible, man. You're not fucking teaching our people correctly. And I may be rude in speech, but not with the knowledge that we know. Okay? We are not, and now it ain't always gonna be, but this vibration needs to be pushed.
Yeah, man.
Because there's too much sweet going on with amongst our people, like shit sweet.
Ain't shit sweet out here, man.
We're in captivity.
Yeah.
Okay? We're not in Elam. You know, we're not in Africa. All right? We ain't in Moab land. We ain't in the sun, the land of the rising of the
You're
sun.
in the belly of the fucking beast, man. Okay? Ready to be devoured, man. All right? And a lot of y'all are already been swallowed up.
Yep.
You're already in the acid you threw.
Yep.
You know? You're just going to be destroyed with the beast, man.
You're being digested right now to be shit out.
But we're spiritual Jonas.
Yep.
All right? We're waiting for the Lord to let us out of the beast. And we have that faith, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. With remembering the patience of Job. You know? And it says, I suffered shipwreck. Yeah, you're like, man, what the... I mean,
Your car just won't start one day. You're like,
yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
You end up missing work, like, damn.
Yeah.
You know, you can't afford Uber and shit.
Yeah.
Or you might get a ticket. Cop pull you over. Hey, I gotta write you this ticket.
Yep.
You know, just plead not guilty.
Yep.
You know, shit happens to us here, man. We ain't just fucking ice skating through America with Hellcats and shit.
Thank you.
You know.
Thank you, bro.
Not saying that you can't have nothing nice, but
Nah.
a lot of guys out there. Let's just face it, man. They're not catching the hell as the true men are catching.
Right.
You see?
We're not bragging, we're expounding. We're expounding upon, are we reading from a different book? See, that's the thing. We're going into scriptures that they ain't touching on. There's a new Christian church out here, okay? And they call on Christ while they call themselves Judah, or they say brew. These motherfuckers are the new Christians,
And
man.
they have 501c3 charters.
Yeah.
Man. Meaning you made a backdoor deal with Satan, pretty much, man. You made deals with Satan. You in the first Maccabee spirit, man. Let us go make a covenant with the heathen round about us. That's
Yep.
you niggas.
Yep.
You know.
And it says, and a night and a day I have been in the deep, in journeyings often, in perils.
Right. So on your mission of pushing this word, your lot in this life, you're gonna go through things. You're going to catch hell. You're gonna go through ups and downs. Even Paul said that. I know how to be abased. I know how to be bound. Sometimes the Lord may pull Satan off you. You know, you just like, well, damn, this shit is too good.
Right.
You know, shit is going too smooth right now. What's up?
Right.
And then before you know it, you're back like, oh shit, man, what the fuck is going on?
Yep.
You know.
Well, let me get
There's certain brothers that got different ailments. You know, one brother may have difficulty expressing his spirit through speech. You know, one brother may have knee pain, back pain, can't see very well. You know, can barely get out of bed. One brother may have asthma. You know, all type of shit, man.
Yep.
One brother's children may be very sickly.
Yep.
You see, I believe it was Jonathan. I believe his son was lame, meaning he couldn't walk. You know.
This is Luke 4:13. And when the devil had ended all the temptation, he departed from him for a season.
Ooh, there you go. Meaning season what for a period of time, but then what he came back to what the Garden of Gethsemane, right? Which means the oil press, and Yahushua was that oil that was being pressed that night, man. And all the disciples fled, which was prophecy. Smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall scatter. Then before you know it, he was delivered up, which he knew it had to happen anyway. But let's just face it, man. That's some heavy shit to go through. Which is why he prayed to the Lord, if this cup can pass from me, please allow it, man. Nevertheless, not according to my will, but according to thy will. You know, some of us, it's going to get real serious, man. You may be brought before the rulers, the judges of this world, where you will be. Some brothers going to be out here, you know, as pilgrims. Some brothers going to be out here in prisons. Some brothers going to be martyrs. Some brothers may get cast into prison and the angel break them out. Or a brother with spiritual power break them out. Or the Lord give you spiritual power to break yourself out, man. Okay?
So having that knowledge, that puts you in a spirit of what expectation are you in? You know, if you're not being fed the right things, you ain't gonna expect a miracle because you weren't being told you'd be put in prison.
Exactly.
You
You
know?
might think the Lord ain't dealing with you.
See?
You know? But what happened to John the Baptist? They put him in there and he got beheaded. Does that make him a fucking fried chicken? Whatever they call him, man. Does that mean he wasn't a follower of Yahushua because he got beheaded? No, it's prophecy, man.
We die serving the Lord, bro. That's rest.
All day long.
Bro, we catching so much hell here. We not trying to die. But if that card's laid on the table, like
It's a plus, not a minus.
yeah, it's a plus, bro.
You know?
You know? For 2 Corinthians 11 and 26, in journeyings often, in perils of water, in perils of robbers, in peril. Hey, we had somebody steal our fucking camp camera one time, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
I didn't lock the vehicle or whatever. Came back to the car. I'm like, where the hell's our phone?
Somebody stole my pocket from camp when I first came in. You know?
And our signs.
And our signs. You know, it was the one. Remember that day? You know, I set the things down. I went to meet y'all.
Yeah.
We come back. It's a nigga trying to go through our stuff.
Oh,
You know?
shit.
God damn, this world, these people will actually make you lay hands on them.
Yeah.
And not in prayer.
Right.
You know?
All right. And it says, in perils by my own countrymen.
Right, by what? Israelites.
Yikes.
Niggas. All right, replace that word with niggas.
Nigga, yup.
Exactly.
But you want to fucking merge the Bible with the streets.
You could just be driving around, it's a nigga mean mugging you. You know, you going somewhere with your family, it's a nigga looking at your woman. You like,
What the fuck?
you know? You like, you know, this place tries so hard to get you carnal, man. You know, to get you out of character. But hey, it's one day the Lord gonna let us get loose, man.
Yeah, these people do need a carnal ass whooping though.
They do.
Men and women.
They need that fucking head stump with Tim's on.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. And it reads, in peril by the heathen. So we deal with fucking hell with these heathens too, man.
Yeah, you go to the fucking corner store, it's always something different. You know, they got attitudes and shit, it's a different price.
It's a different price, it's a different nigga, but the same name,
They
Sam.
tell jokes
It's
and
always
shit.
there.
You know, they think they could joke with you. They think every Jake is a fucking joke.
Yeah, yo.
You know?
And it says, in peril in the city.
Or they see you with your children, they just think, oh, why you want your child? You know, you try to get custody of your child. What do you want it for? You know, what are you gonna do with it? I ain't gonna fucking, you know.